is
I
crazy.
can't wait to read it.
I want to welcome everyone to King James Bible University Precept Mastery, and I want to thank each and every person for joining us. And actually, I want to get a couple of things correct before I do. Yeah, I want to be able before I do anything. 1 second, and I need to promote it up to panelists to where I have people up, and so I want to make sure certain people is up. But I want to thank everybody for joining us today, because also we're going to be going through and we're going to be looking at foods and different things that's in our, that actually isn't a lot of just contaminants and everything in our food products. But I was speaking with Brother John in the back, and he has sent some documents which he's going to present today, and it's in the government. It's on the government website, but I'm telling you, it's really shocking on what is in our food. So he's going to be presenting that today. We have Sister Smith. She actually going to be presenting a lot of things today. So we're going to be going through this, looking at what we need to be avoiding, and actually, what's even better now, why we even should be avoiding it. Because you will not believe what you're going to be seeing in our food. So we do have Brother John Smalls. We have him up. He's already sitting on the panel, as well as we have Sister Smith is also up on the panel. So we want to make sure that we can look at this, and man, it's shocking. Hey, Brother John.
Shalom, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So and Sister Smith, I want to say shalom to you also.
Shalom, Elder.
Yeah, and I'm trying to really still get my head back right, because I wasn't technically prepared to see what I was seeing. However, what we're going to do, we're going to bring Brother John up, and we're going to let Brother John explain some of the things that was going on, because even some of the documents, I'm going to be pulling them up to where you can actually physically see them. And one of them, you know, what they allow in your food, you will not believe what they are actually allowed to be in there. And he's going to go through it, and we're going to get a lot of understanding and a lot of stuff that you're going to be going through. They're going to be pointing out things that we need to be very aware of. So as they do that, let's make sure that if we need to take notes, go back, look at the video, check it out, make sure you see what's going on, to where you can understand how to protect yourself later, because the information that they're giving out is very important. So, Brother John, I'm not going to take much time. I'm going to turn this right over to you, to where if you need any document pulled up, my brother, I will pull the document up. I am prepared to take care of that right now.
So, we can start with the first one.
Okay, let me pull that up, and I'm going to get ready to, let me see.
All right, everyone. This is called the Food Defects Levels Handbook by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Yeah, 1 second. I have 1 second. Now this one went out, and I don't know why it did that. Now I don't want to show this one thing. 1 second. Oh, I don't know why it minimized itself. I don't know why it did that.
We don't want to get exposed.
Yeah, I'm talking about, it literally did not, it literally blocked itself. So let me share this now, and you should be able to see the screen.
All right, can everyone see on the right side, there's a current content as of 9/7/2018. It introduces the levels of natural or unavoidable defects in food that present no health hazards for humans. No health hazards. That's for them, not really for us. According to Leviticus 11, you're going to see a lot of these things that we're not allowed to consume. And it's going to give you clear directions on these things. And there's their title code 21. The Code of Regulations, Part 110-110, for the Food and Drug Administration, to establish maximum levels of natural or unavoidable defects in foods and human use that present no health hazard. We can go in straight into it.
Okay.
It'll speak for itself, because we have to realize that saying these canned goods are safe, and these powdered substances of like onion powders and cumin and things are safe when it's not even real in the first place. It's dead. There's no nutrients.
Yeah, and that was the shocking.
Whatsoever.
That was the shocking part. And you want me to go down to right where these levels, because it's right where it is to where the products are, because this is where it's disturbing. Because if you look at what these documents was provided by Brother Smalls, and I'm going down, I got to see, I'm trying to get down to the.
See their glossary here. It says abuse, improper handling, aesthetic, offensive to the senses, contamination, addition of foreign material, dirt, hair, excreta, non-invasive insects, machinery, mold to a product.
This is crazy.
You see decomposed things. Economic adulteration, foreign matter, gummy. So look at this: harvest occurs during the harvesting process.
Yeah.
And it's gummy. It's a resonance glaze on an almond kernel that is induced by an insect injury or mechanical damage. We all know what infestation is.
Boy.
Infection, mildew. They have a mold count. Back in the day, you used to peel mold off bread just because it was hard times. They're just not doing it.
Yeah. That one I highlighted got me.
Rodents, maggots. There's only a few creeping things that you're supposed to touch. The rest you're not. That's in Leviticus 11.
And I'm talking about, this is all warnings, as we haven't even gotten to the main spot yet.
Post-harvest occurs after harvest. For example, field holding up harvested crop prior to transit, farm storage or harvest. Pre-harvest occurs while the product is in the field, during growth or awaiting harvest.
Rancid. Rot. I'm talking about this here. I'm talking about it now. Oh, here's where the party is.
Commodities and defect actions. Look at that. Allspice, brown. Insect filth. An average of 30 or more insect fragments per 10 grams. Go weigh that bottle you got in your kitchen if you have some. Rodent filth. Average of 1 or more rodent hairs per 10 grams.
And this this literally allspice.
They're allowed to happen.
Yeah.
Whole allspice. Average of 5% or more berries by weight are moldy. Apple butter. You know how they tell you that canned foods are safe?
Yeah.
And take a look at these apricots. Canned. An average of 2 or more % by count has been damaged or infected by insects. That's not even the bananas that you're having the fruit flies. Asparagus, canned or frozen. 10% by count of spears or pieces are infested with 6 or more attached asparagus beetle eggs, or sacs.
Boy, boy, oh boy. And bay leaves. I'm talking.
Mold, insect filth, mammalian, average of more. They see this right here, right?
Yeah. Oh, they can see it.
This is dung.
That's which one?
This an average of 1 milligram or more of mammalian excreta per pound after processing.
That's dung.
This should be dung.
Dang.
You can go back up top. It should tell you what these things are.
Oh, okay. Man. Let me see. I wonder if I can. So this right, mammalian. I wonder if I can. I'm gonna see if I can.
It said, y'all remember the book of Ezekiel? It says you'll be eating dung.
Yeah. And
He told you. He wasn't joking.
oh, it's 44 matches for this.
This is dung, rat, or whatever.
Beet.
Your bay leaves, rot. It's canned.
Now these berries, see these berries is a and they're canned. Excuse me. Those berries in canned and frozen.
Oh, yes. It's there. They're allowing you to eat this because they say it's not harmful to you. And they know who we are. You decide, hey, I'm just going to be a vegetarian. That ain't even safe.
Yeah.
They put it in everything.
Yeah, could you see this part where you got those berries? And it's saying the average mold count is 60% or more. Now, do they still allow that to go through?
Yes. It's unharmful to you. This is what they're saying. An average mold count is 60% or more.
And these are, now I know these larvae are eggs.
Yes. They allow that on, and this is where I was explaining someone before. It's if you notice you've gone into a grocery store and you see all of these fruit flies around, their eggs are all getting laid everywhere. Years ago, you had a wash station where the produce were, where you can clean them before you took them out of the store. They no longer have those in certain stores. But when you go into the upper class neighborhoods in their stores, you don't even see the fruit flies or anything. And they have wash stations. And they don't have those massive, gigantic, morphed vegetables and fruit.
Man, yeah, this is actually that's a good point out. You know, now I'm talking about, and they going through, I'm talking about berries like crazy because this is canned down here. And the average of 40 or more thrips in the number 2 can and subsamples and 20% of subsamples infested. It's telling you the bugs are there.
So you're thinking you're eating cleanly, and that enemy's right there to tell you, hey, I still got you. Still got you. I'm gonna put it somewhere you're not even gonna check, because they think we're just gonna look at, okay, my big question is, why isn't this stuff on the ingredients label?
Yeah, and I tell you what my biggest issue is when I see these, or even when I go to and I had like a canned good or whatever, and I'm gonna tell you, even me, just the ignorance of it, when I open up that can, I'm not thinking at all that it's gonna have this other things in there. I think once I believe once I get the can, that the can, everything in the can, it was filtered right. Everything should be clean. Literally how I see it. That's what I thought. But this is telling me otherwise automatically, because anytime I open up a can and see my wife, she's real big on not canned, she's big on not using canned goods. But literally when I use them, that's literally how I seen it. I thought, if I get it out the can, it's clean, because I believe that everything was filtered out, washed out, and they telling you otherwise.
Look at that, more dong. Some of the things that we eat the most, they're the cheapest for us.
Yeah.
Majority of the things that we will sit down and take.
Man.
And this is all available on the FDA website. They have no problem with it because they're probably not consuming it themselves. I wouldn't trust that excluding paprika stuff.
Yeah, the which one?
Because it's right under it. Excluding paprika. Now look at the next one.
Yeah. See this, that
is unclean to you.
Rodent filth. Ground paprika. Is letting you know they allow an average of 11 rodent hairs per 25 grams.
So you're shaking that all over your potatoes, pasta, whatever you're seasoning that with. Cinnamon bark. What's down at the bottom, the third one? Dog.
And they hiding that so well.
They allow it. Because they're trying to give you very close to a scientific name, where you're not even going to think that's what it is.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, this here,
you can define it so they can see it. If they don't believe it.
Yeah, this here. Yeah, I'll probably go back and define it, but I'm talking about they hiding it very well with this word.
Ground cinnamon.
Million. Yeah, ground cinnamon. And see, and I see some people saying like they wash their stuff. I'm seeing some people saying they always wash their stuff. I always wash stuff out of cans. Cause so we have Brother Daniel. He's saying he always washed the stuff out of the cans. And see, and I'm just letting you know, even when I was back and I used a lot of canned stuff,
okay.
I used to open up the can and I dump it right into the pot. I'm talking about that's literally what I did.
Yes, but most people didn't even think it existed being there because they so-called heated these cans up to 400 degrees. And what I'm going to show you is there's a specific bug that forms an endospore that lives inside of those cans. and they want you to cook it or heat it up so high above about 250 degrees or 300 to kill the endospore, which is what they're covered in, the sacs, so that you can kill the actual parasite.
Mm.
But this parasite survives in conditions with the lowest amount of oxygen.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, and it's actually proven, even some of the stuff he's saying, Daniel, he's saying people who are on dialysis, he says, warned him about canned goods. But I'm telling you, I was ignorant to this fact. Completely ignorant to this fact. Because I'm telling you, I literally took a can, open it up, dump it in the pot. Flat out. Didn't think nothing about it.
Because the rodent hair is still there.
Yeah. And they telling you it's there. They telling you they're allowing that to be there. And citrus fruit.
Canned. Insects and insect eggs. Look at that. 1 or more maggots per 250 mLs.
Man. So, and even people thinking they're not even consuming maggots, you consuming maggots.
Yes, so those are fly eggs. So think about it. When have you ever just saw one maggot? 250 mLs. It's a lot.
Yeah.
You're going to see one maggot per day. This is what they allow. They should throw it away rather than straining it.
Yeah.
Cocoa beans, cloves.
See, I'm so caught up on what you said earlier. I'm talking about, and I know this means dumb. I'm talking, it's crazy on how you just see it consistently almost through everything.
Yeah, it said you're going to be eating dung with your food.
So what do you do? How do you eat?
You ain't going to wash that away.
No, it's inside.
It's a curse.
Yeah.
Come out of her and endure it to the end.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? I also believe, and Elder, you guys can back me up on that, knowing this. And, when you ask the Most High to cleanse it, do he cleanse that? Because, I know how do you fix that?
Man can't live on bread alone.
Yeah.
I have a garden in the back, but you need more than a garden.
Yes, but you're not grabbing all of that fertilizer and things like that.
Oh, no.
And manure.
Yeah, I know. I don't
Your
do that.
soul is rich.
Are you seeing what Brother Daniel posting?
Oh, let me see.
He said the cannery, there's a cannery about 20 miles from me, and people that used to work there say they had killed rats and snakes on the assembly line.
Oh, stop. And what is that?
He has it posted right here.
He's telling the truth.
Yeah, that's why I was so shocked that, this document gets more serious as I go.
Oh, I know. It's amazing.
Coffee beans.
Oh, no.
Beans are poorer than grade 8 or New York Green Coffee Association. This is why they want to allow you to bring stuff from the outside, inside the U.S. from outside.
It makes sense.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
They're going to keep us here so we can keep them rich. The moment we stop doing all of this stuff and we actually started taking care of ourselves properly according to the Bible, we won't be on their medications. We won't have their illnesses. The curses won't be on us. It's bad. And we'll endure it to the end.
To the end.
That means over a period of time, that trillion-dollar industry, the pharmaceutical industry, will be making just as much as you do.
Mm. I wanted Elder to pull my documents out of his email, but I can't get my eyes off of this.
Yeah. I put
It's just too much.
it.
And you know, when you're in medicine all your life, and then you find out after 35 years that a lot of things that you've done and learned was wrong. I just found out I was wearing an idol for all those years, that symbol of nursing with the snake in it and the stick.
Yeah.
So I mean, this doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, look at the corn sweet.
Look at that.
And this is one that I used to actually years ago. I used to actually go into the sweet corn and I open it up. I didn't do any sweet corn, dump it right in there.
See, I don't do canned foods, but we used to pull it off when we used to go pick it in the fields with my parents. We used to just open it and eat it raw. So, it was probably more cleaner then, though.
More than likely, if y'all doing it yourselves.
Yeah, because we were doing it ourselves. Yeah.
We have I don't know why he's not on our side. We got Elder T. Talking about he just brought some coffee from Jamaica. but the coffee from Jamaica probably don't show those contaminants.
And you know what, Elder? A lot of countries forbid a lot of things America let happen. Corn husk for tamales. Oh, I don't do that anyway. So.
Wait a minute. No, wait by insects infested. So as they wrapping up your tamales, they put insects back in the meat in the tamale.
Yes.
I don't.
It's allowed.
Yeah. Infestation, mold, cornmeal. See, now this
is going to kill you, right?
So, you know, I don't even know how to eat anymore.
Cornmeal.
Now, look at the rodent filth section.
Oh man! See,
oh my God!
I don't see, man. I don't.
It's specific when it says rodent dog.
And I'm gonna tell you, Brother Small, when I was going through this one actually went by.
Wow. I have a tough stomach, but that's
one thing. They're allowing the hair, even its extract, can be per 50 grams. Think about it. This is rats.
That's amazing.
Cornmeal, possums. And they eat filth and all this stuff. I'm in Zoom he's in Zoom in the back. Let me see. Man, this here is I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. I was just.
Now, aren't you all glad you came out of her for that next one?
Thanks a lot.
And seeing as we was in the back, everybody, I was telling you about cranberry sauce, and that's something, you know, I was big on that. You know, I eat cranberry sauce because it was good, but it's telling you more than 15% mold.
So you have any one sub-sample is more than 50%. Or cumin seeds.
Well, you can make your own cranberry sauce. Just get the cranberries.
Curry powder.
Yeah. Curry powder. Don't even. Yeah, this is.
You can grow your own stuff.
And
I'm getting better and better at it. I know I'm gonna be better after today too. It makes you want to research because this is crazy. I knew a lot of this, but I didn't know half of this.
Yeah, but look at the dates. Pitted.
Yeah, that's exactly.
what they by count are rejected. Then they got mold, dead insects.
Dead insects.
Insect Dumb,
Oh,
sour, dirty, and worthless. And that was a microscopic sequential examination of the dates.
Eggs and other egg products.
2 or more cans decompose at least 2 samples from decomposed cans. Frozen egg products.
And he said he just bought some curry powder Friday.
See that.
And if we eat fig paste.
Those old fig noodles or something back then.
They contain 13 or more insects head per 100 grams.
Stuff you're not even supposed to be touching.
So our body is defiled and we don't even know it.
That's why you better feed that spirit.
You're not kidding.
Flesh gonna die.
Yeah.
But you got a video with all these cans and all this stuff everywhere. Begging for this stuff.
Yeah. You got bluefin and other freshwater herring.
Parasites.
Yeah.
Better start checking your fish as well.
Well, you know, there was a lady about the fish. She was cutting her fish and a parasite came out. It was very long and it just like it looked around and she actually recorded it. It was just all around and it was fresh fish. So
wash your vegetables. Look at the ginger.
We have Brother Leon Gordon, Brother Small. He said he's putting stuff in the trash as we speak.
As we speak, he's throwing it away. I don't blame you.
We have a sister saying tea bags are definitely on the list.
He's throwing stuff away as we speak.
Beans.
Look at this one right here. Canned greens. I forgot the name of that, Faded or Glory or something like that. Seen the people eat a lot of them.
Out here in Temecula, we have a lot of farms, and every Tuesday they have a farm thing where you can go and buy fresh organic vegetables. I wonder, I got to look into that now because I'm sure this.
Look at the macaroni and noodle products.
Yeah, and we have one person saying this is some sick stuff, but what I still want people to understand, this is a FDA government. We not on somebody's put this stuff here. Government put this here for you. And they're hiding it in plain sight.
But Elder, if you know better, what? You'll do better, right?
Yeah, you know better, you do better. This.
Look at that, foreign matter. For mace.
Mace.
Foreign matter.
You see right here, see, I can't get past this.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, one person, not the macaroni. Yeah, it's the macaroni. That's he's in there, not the macaroni. Yeah, the macaroni. Yeah,
so the foreign matter in the top of the section said is matter such as sticks, stones, burlap, bagging, cigarette butts, etc.
Yeah, at the top, yeah.
Just in the ends.
Because
now you have to think about, these are all ingredients, majority, not the finished product. So the products that you're getting from the store, that's what's really having this stuff in it. You're gonna hide it from you. Why isn't this on the ingredients? 2 grams of rat hair.
2
4 bug heads.
Okay, wait, no, you got 3 grams in there. Okay, can you get a gram out of it? If you get a gram out, we can let it go through.
Yeah, look at those nasty mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
Maggots. 20 or more maggots. Okay, well, no, we got 21. Okay, take 1 maggot out. Yeah, send it on through. Take a maggot out, we can send it on through.
Mites.
That is creepy.
Decomposition. This is all in the grocery store. Here we go. Nectar, apricots, peaches, and pears.
12% or more.
Mm-hmm.
Nutmeg. Insect filth and or mold. Ground nutmeg. Look at this. Average of 100 or more insect fragments per 10 grams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got 99. We're gonna tell you what, guy. Last night we was on the assembly line. We was only having an average of about 94.
That's a good thing, huh?
Yeah, hey man, I was doing it. Yeah.
Tree nuts.
No.
Yeah.
You
Well,
do not consume anything that you see that's already busted open.
Oh, okay.
You can grow your own sunflower seeds. Some of this stuff gonna take some years to get some trees to grow, but pecans, I'm catching, a lot of the squirrels and birds are getting to them before you do.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be eating the ones that are open. At least wash them.
yeah, because that's what this is actually showing you. Because they letting you know what these are being bagged up and everything else.
And there's not much of a difference from being unshelled to shelled. So it's telling you they're not clean. Just putting them in a bag for you.
You make it sound so blunt. Just they putting them in the bag for you.
Yeah, take it. Here you go.
Seven % or more olives by count showing damage by olive fruit flies. I didn't even know they had anything such as an olive fruit fly. Never heard of that until right now.
Salad olives.
Salad olives, 9% or more olives by weight showing damage by olive fruit fly. They allow it. But since it's salted to cure it, they allow 25%.
Yes. It adds flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Because they can't give you a logical reason why they're doing this.
They don't have one.
They don't have one, and they know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
These are the rich people, the wealthy ones. They're not worried about the ones who are poor. They're their genetic garbage.
Yeah.
They are trying to keep you from doing what you're supposed to be doing so they can stay here longer.
Mm-hmm. Because, once we all wake up, it is game over for them. So to them, by any means necessary.
Yeah.
They're trying to prolong it and get more of you to come.
Yeah. Here go your good one.
What's that?
Again.
Oregano.
Average, yeah, wait a minute. Average 1,250 or more insects.
Oh, stop.
It's right there. Fragment per 10 grams. So per 10 grams in this oregano, they sit there and they'll tell you, okay, guess what? We got 1,250 per. So you really got a good mixture of insects in your oregano. And then we're going to give you an average of 5 or more rodent hairs with it. We're going to add that to it to give the flavor.
Pasta lovers.
That's what they're saying.
Here it is again.
Wait, they don't.
Wait.
Yeah. If it's crushed, we're going to give you 300. We're going to give you the average of 300. And it's an average. So it can average, it can go up or down.
Mhm.
You never know what you're getting. Surprise.
Yeah.
Good old peaches.
Or wormy. Wormy. I like the way they put that, wormy.
Now, this is going to aggravate a lot of people after this.
Man, it didn't. You had me. Well, we
A long time ago, I've been aggravated, Elder.
Yeah.
Peanut butter. You can make your own. Look at that.
Yeah.
30 or more fragments per 100 grams. 1 or more rodent hairs per 100 grams.
And my main meal is grits. I love my grits.
Gritty taste and water insoluble inorganic residue, more than 25 grams per 100 grams. Over 25%. So you're wondering when you're having a stomach ache, you're constipated. Something that's insoluble in water, inorganic, your body's not going to break that down.
Well, it's the body.
There can be something that could give you pancreatitis, block your bowel ducts, block arterial flow of the kidneys.
Boy, I'm down. They got list of peanuts and unshelled 10 or more peanuts per count. Infected, insect infested, moldy, rancid, otherwise decomposed, and dirty. Oh, dirty. They're dirty.
And dirty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, here we go.
Peas, black-eyed. Uh-oh.
Peas and dry.
Insect infestation.
Now, if everyone who's grown their own peas and been in gardens themselves, you never saw that.
You know, my family did it growing up. I think we're gonna have to go back to it because they used to can a lot of stuff and preservatives, and you make your own syrup. Well, I make my own syrup now, but
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
we're gonna have to.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. My wife seen a bug and it'll be a wrap. It'll be a wrap. Yeah.
Elder Johnson, could you put the link to this under the channel for someone we're asking for it?
I surely will. I do that. I'm gonna copy it.
It's all 6 or 7 I have up.
It's like pages and pages of it.
Yeah.
This is all on the FDA's website.
And what people don't know, who's even just tuning in, this is the same all on one page. Pepper ground. Wait a minute, pepper ground. Average of 475 or more insect fragments. Well, I'll tell you what, I had the same pepper. Mine had a different flavor. Yeah, okay, you wonder why.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what to say.
Pineapple, canned. You see, I'll tell you what, Brother John, you was telling me before. You were saying, man, that can, those cans.
Yeah. They're not safe.
But I'm looking at frozen too. Frozen is not as like frozen peaches. That's what I usually get is the frozen organic peaches, but still.
So
I'm beginning.
the question is, biblically, how long are you supposed to keep this food?
Yeah, biblically.
And outside the U.S., no one is really storing and stocking food like they do here. They're only getting it to consume over a 2 to 3 day period.
Popcorn.
Plums, popcorn.
Is that rodent filth?
Yes.
Yeah. Popcorn.
100 more rodents.
Look at that. That's poop. Pellets.
And you see right here, 2 or more rodent hairs per pound, and rodent hair is found in 50% or more of the subsamples.
Oh, that just puts goosebumps. Okay, I'm gonna have to reevaluate everything again, huh? I guess we're all saying that.
Potato chips. 6% or more pieces by weight contain rot.
Those dark portions of those chips.
And they taste better when you make them yourself anyway.
Yes.
You know?
I don't think anybody's eating too many prunes these days. But I used to love raisins.
I still do. I had some yesterday.
Look at
Okay, here you go. Average.
No.
10 subsamples is 5% or more by count. Moldy raisins.
Yes, because what are raisins before they're dried out?
Yeah. In their moldy.
And prunes.
Sand and grit contain 40 or more milligrams or more sand in grit per 100 grams.
Watch this. Or golden bleached raisins.
Raisins, golden. Oh, dang, I thought we got past 10 or more whole or equivalent insects. Dude, I don't even get this. See, this is what don't.
Eggs. Oh, the eggs. They even have the eggs. Oh, no.
Sage. Ground or whole.
Yeah. So what's that? Syrup is on the list. You can make your own syrup.
Yeah, and I do. That's what I was saying. You make your own syrup.
You can actually go out to a maple tree and get you some maple.
Same with honey.
Sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds.
That's bad.
Insect filth. Ooh.
Insect filth. But it's letting you know poop is there.
Yep. There it is.
It is.
And foreign matter.
Yeah, see this foreign
butts
matter.
and sticks and all of that.
Oh, that okay.
Old bags. Why are you gonna throw a cigarette in there?
Good question.
Dang. Spices, leafly, and other than bay leaves.
There it is again. Dumb. After processing.
This here.
You know, you have the people that go work in the factories, they're upset with their bosses. And most of them that work in these places, they don't eat the stuff from there.
That makes sense.
Canned spinach, canned and frozen.
And see, I thought I was doing good with frozen.
2 or more 3 millimeters or larger larvae.
Oh,
Right. Yep, they're in there.
Spinach worms, caterpillars. You know, I opened up a bag of spinach and saw a little caterpillar in there before.
Yeah.
I've done it. I've done it.
Strawberries, I was waiting on these.
Strawberry frozen, whole, or sliced.
And please stop buying those things when they're out of season.
The
Everything,
strawberries?
anything.
Yeah, can you
Don't buy
repeat that for
anything that's out of
for
season.
everybody? Can you
Yeah.
repeat that for everybody?
Please do not buy anything out of season. Anything. Grapes. Have you noticed over the last 5 to 10 years that slowly
No
but surely
seeds.
they stop having seeds in them? According to scriptures, you should be eating things that have a seed.
Well, I was just reading that last night, Brother Small, about the seeds, and they were saying that the way they do watermelon is they start mutating them, reproducing them before they're fully grown, and after they keep using those seeds, then eventually the seeds get small and white. And what did the Most High say that he did with the seed, even though there's a spiritual side to it also? I mean, what did he say he did with the seed? What he left us on the ground? He left us the seeds of the land, of the trees, and right. So if they get rid of it,
They're making money
watermelon
off
seed,
of it, mass production.
Yeah.
but it's also we're not getting the proper healing mechanisms because they're pulling it out.
Yeah, and there's something else you need to know also with the watermelon seeds, what they won't tell you. It has a cancer prevention
I know
in
that.
there because it contains the watermelon seed contains vitamin B17, which
Exactly.
which I'll make a challenge to anyone. Again, this is another challenge to anyone to where if you can go to any hospital and you can actually have what they call a mingling, and you can challenge them to where you can say you need a mingling shot which has vitamin B17, vitamin B17. That's all it is. I guarantee they will not give you that shot. One, you can't go into any a vitamin store and get that vitamin. You cannot go in there and find vitamin this, vitamin that, vitamin C, you will not see particularly vitamin B17.
17, you will not see it.
To go into when is the harvesting season for melons?
For what?
The harvesting season for those melons.
Yeah, mainly in the summertime.
Okay, when it's hot and a lot of sun rays, the Most High has his own designs for everything. They need them year round because they get sunburn and stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't have what it takes to do things that they're trying to prevent because they're doing what they're not supposed to be doing in the first place. They're weakening the pool. And they're getting all these genetically modified things because they're lazy. I don't want to remove the seeds.
And if people look at this time, average 925 or more insect fragments per 10 grams. 900.
So, Elder, I was thinking that, they know a lot of this. And I know you guys know that because, like you said in Genesis 1:29, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb seed bearing seed, which is upon the first of all the earth and every tree. But even though there's a spiritual side to that, but, there's the carnal side to it, which is the seeds that we get in our fruits and vegetables.
Yes.
See, tell you a secret, which I speak to people about, people who have cancer. Okay, you can get like bitter apricot seeds, the same thing.
I have been having
bitter apricot seeds. Now, bitter apricot seeds, they actually have cyanide in it. Cyanide is in there, but you can go to the WebMD website. They'll tell you do not consume it. You can go right to Amazon or somewhere else. You can literally buy them and consume them. Why? It has a mingling in it. Vitamin B17 is
17.
And they don't want you to have it. So what happens? Once you chew it up and everything, and once you consume it, and it finds the cyanide finds no cancer fungus in there, it goes right through your body. If it finds cancer, it releases the enzyme and it attacks the cancer.
The cancer. When you told us that last year, I did the research. You were right on the money.
Yeah, they famous for doing this, and they will tell you it will kill you. So
it will kill you.
Do you not know that Amazon will be completely shut down because they sell that stuff like it's no tomorrow.
Mm.
Just done. And then to tell you even more so, before I let y'all continue to go down, what more so, they used to have, and they originally were from bitter almonds. Bitter almond trees was naturally in America.
Mhm.
It was naturally grown here in America.
Come on.
What they did, they joined them two together with regular almonds to get rid of the bitter almonds. Bitter almonds now, a bitter almond tree is now illegal to have in America. So you can't have them in America.
Like rainwater.
If you have one, you're going to jail. Now, if you want bitter almonds, real bitter almonds, you have to go over to Jerusalem to get them. They'll cost you, you can actually go pull it up. They'll cost you about $10 for one almond. Technically what happens. But
Criminal.
yeah, but this is great. Actually, tomatoes canned.
Mm.
Average 10 or more fly eggs per 500 grams. And everybody fanning away flies, and you eating tomatoes, you eating tomato spaghetti. You fanning away a fly, and you eating 10 more of his eggs in your food. You fanning this live one away, and you got the children in your food.
You know, yesterday was the first time I was able to pour some of those cherry tomatoes off of my vine, and they were pretty good in our salad. So it pays to grow your own, different taste, everything.
Yeah, I think we might have some people might want to ask you guys some questions. We have a Simpson. You can talk. I don't know if you have a question for Brother John or Sister Smith.
Yeah, my name is Kermit Sampson. And shalom to everyone on the panel and all that are listening. And I just wanted to chime in to say, if anyone has the ideal or familiar with the passage with that story of Balaam and Balak, how Balak wanted to curse the children of Israel, and Balaam was saying that, hey, I can't curse what God has blessed, but we can make them curse themselves. Is that falling in line with the same thing that's going on now? Because these folks is poisoning us unaware and polluting us unaware, and with our bodies being defiled, doesn't that make the Most High reject us?
Well, one, ignorance, it plays a double-edged sword. One, ignorantly, he'll forgive you for that. But then once you come to the knowledge of the truth, he'll forgive you for that. And you turn and you go the right way. Now, do he not forget that you are in sin? No. He said he will no way excuse the guilty, because you're clearly guilty. But it comes to the knowledge where you're ignorant of it or not ignorant of it. So that's the thing. So this is the problem with a lot of people, because somebody might sit there and say, okay, I know these are unclean. Just say you clearly know it's unclean. And now you have somebody who didn't know it was unclean. So if they didn't know it was not unclean, then they'll sit there. Wait a minute, 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell Sister Smith on you. Okay. I'm telling. I'm gonna tell on you.
What is she doing over there?
Yeah. See, I'm gonna have you talk to her later. She giving me a hard time. What she like to do. But yeah. So, but the thing is, now say you do know, and you have one that don't know. What he's going to do, and it's key, he always going to look up on the heart. So if your heart, even if the one that didn't know, and he knew that he was still basically when they don't know something, they'll still do it, even if they did know, you had a problem, because once you didn't know, he looks upon the heart, and your heart gonna always tell the truth. So you know where you stand. That's the problem that a lot of people have, because some people say, "Well, I didn't know," but then some people, even if they did know, they still would have did it. That's how you.
All right. Well, let me ask this in light of the scenario, with us finding out all these different additives and preservatives these people are putting in the foods, that really minimizes a lot of our choices for consumption anyway. So it's like, you know, it's almost a catch-22. We damn we do, damn we don't.
Yeah.
Because we can't.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. And see, and that's why I sit there and said, you know, this is kind of out of my realm, but I have Brother John. He sat there, and when we talk, sometimes he'll bring some, and he'll bring some of this stuff to us. And as he bring some of this information up to me, you know, and then yesterday when what happened based after the teaching, it was rampant. So
Yeah.
that's why I put him on the spot. I say, you know, but the brother I'm talking about, as soon as I came in, he was already sitting in there, and then we had
Really?
yeah. So the main thing is, and the brother knowledge, I'm talking about when I was first going through this document, I'm literally shocked. I'm still shocked at some of it. Because
yes, me myself as well.
Yeah, so but he's highly knowledgeable as well as Sister Smith. And the same thing is, he pulled this information. I have about 6 or 7 documents. He said he pulled information. I had no idea they allow this in
to go on. Yeah.
Can powdered. They allow this in there, and he was telling me all the time, this is what they do. He just never showed me this, and he's telling me he's hey brother, this they allow it. So the main thing is, as he tells you, he's saying, hey, we need to start doing a lot of this on our own. A lot, and he pumps that too. He said, hey man, I do this, I do that, and that's what he's letting us know.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And
I mean, they create food now just by way of chemicals. When you see the list, there's a whole about 1,000 different chemicals to make one product, and they're feeding it to our kids.
Yeah.
And we're eating it. Well,
so,
I'm not.
My brother. So, you know, so the main thing is, if you ever speak with that brother, you hear him tell you a lot of times, he'll tell you what not to deal with. He constantly, because he pumps that all the time. Me and him will talk scriptures a lot, but a lot of stuff, if we get on food, he'll tell you he'll give you all the information you want to know. Because when he was telling me about canned foods, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking those was clean canned food, and he's telling me they're not clean. And now he's showing me they're not clean. The proof is right here. And this is what I'm saying. He know what he's saying, because I told most people in the field he's in, is in the cans. Yeah, I have a hard G. I don't know who this one is, if they have a question or a comment. And I'm only going to hold it for a second because I got to let them finish. So hard G, if you're able to talk, I got you on here the way you can talk. You need to do it. If not, I'm going to have to mic you back. Yeah. Hard G.
Yeah, we also have to realize that we can we can do all of this stuff ourselves.
Yeah, we can.
We're more than capable of doing it. Step away from something, like I spoke before. Get you a 5-gallon paint bucket or whatever you need to get. And start planting things. You got sisters, plenty of sisters in the chat on YouTube side, and even back here, they know so much about gardening. You got Sister Brenda Reese. She sprout her own stuff at home.
Man.
That's what she eats. Stuff from her house.
Man. Yeah, we have
clean.
Yeah, we have Sister Tracy. You have a comment or?
Comment and / question. I found out, I didn't know in depth, as I'm seeing right now, it's definitely shocking. But I knew that they were allowing certain things in our food. But I had started getting like plants, like for my my herbs, and getting all organic food. So to try to stay clean. So I'm listening, and I want to know if have a different standard for the organic products that they're selling, or falling under the same got you trap.
Yeah.
It got you.
Wow.
because it's still in the same stores in the same places where everything's being traveled. Look at this right here. Look at time on ground process. Look at the defect source and go to where it says post-harvest or processing contamination or pre-harvest down at to canned tomatoes. Pre or post-harvest or in transition. These trucks and trailers, they're putting these things and they're contaminated with stuff already.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know,
So
so
how can you prove it?
I was just on the, I don't know, I guess for my own sanity, I guess I was under the assumption that the organic products were separate from the mass products. Otherwise, I mean, they're charging us an arm and leg for them, and they are supposed to be clean.
So I got a question. Where are you shopping at? In an urban area or an area where they're higher class?
I guess it's like upper class.
They still doing it because they consume it. They don't mind these things. It's clean to them, not to you. Because
I mean, remember, they eat rare steaks.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Exactly.
Because it's still inorganic food sitting next to it. They're being transported on the same trucks. They're being stuck in the same warehouses. What makes you think that the eggs from a filthy potato didn't get to the potato that was organic? Because they're sitting in the same bins, in the same general area. Those bugs hop around.
Yeah.
Oh, this has more nutrients. I'm going to go over here.
Yeah.
It all comes down to when you used to shop. Do you remember having a wash station where the produce were to clean them before you came home?
Yes.
They are no longer in the stores.
They were fruit stands.
They're no longer there. You're seeing a lot of the vegetables are still having dirt on them when you pull them out of the grocery store.
yeah.
Right.
That has manure and fertilizer.
Mm-hmm.
You still got to clean it,
Yeah.
but you don't know what you're cleaning off. Now you know what you're trying to clean off.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're sitting here, you're understanding, why is my stomach hurting all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Why is my child breaking out in hives or running a fever?
Yeah.
I cleaned everything up how I was supposed to. It's because of this. It touched your food. It's unclean to you.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you need to have this stuff in the food in the first place? It's traveling with this. So the host may die, but the egg is still there. This is how you end up with tapeworms and all these other things. Now, once I've gotten you to do that, now I can get you to come into the emergency room and get admitted to the hospital and say, hey, all of a sudden, your blood pressure is high. Your heart rate's fast. Let me get you on that blood pressure medication.
Yep.
Dang.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once you start these medications, you can't stop. Oh, I'm getting lightheaded. My blood pressure's too low. Let me put you on a different one.
Yeah. Let me bring up Sister White. She might have a comment or a question for you guys.
Shalom, Elder and
No.
panel. I've been gardening for over 35 years. And what I've learned in those 35 years, my husband bought a tomato from the store. And it said from Mexico. When I opened it up, I saw 4 seeds. Okay, that goes to the can. When I opened my own up, I got 20, 30 seeds. So I take those seeds out, rinse them off, dry them, and then I use them for the following year. Anything that looks like a worm or something that's been in it, I don't care how big and pretty the vegetables are, I throw it to the can because it makes me think of Cain, just giving stuff. And I want to give the best vegetable that's out there. I could end up with 4 what do you call those? Garbage bags full of tomatoes and greens and peppers and squash and you name it. And I just pass it out to people. The fruit trees back there, I try to catch it before the deers get it. When it comes down to the dandelion, before the animals get to it, wash it off, bring it in the house. Canned food, it's not acceptable in here at all. I have a cousin that is a exterminator. And some of the things that he has said to me about the process of canning, unless you're gonna can yourself, and I do can my own self as well, you know what you're putting in there. So this truly, Elder, because I know I brought it up last year. I know I'm the one that started all that ruckus in your home. That mushroom will not be eaten anymore.
Yeah.
That's right.
You have to think about what mushrooms grow on.
I mean, now I do. And the fact that I know Elder been saying it, but you know, it's like a little hard head. You got to get slapped upside the head until you, but then when you see this in black and white,
the light bulb comes on.
Mean, but when he said it yesterday to the gentleman, all mushroom, all.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is when you open up their vegetables and you see fewer seeds, you don't want it. You should be able to smell the earth coming from that vegetable. Smell it. And if you don't smell anything that smells like water, you don't want it. I even grow cantaloupe. You don't want it.
Yeah, I want to bring up brother Lynn, and just real quick, you guys.
Okay.
Somebody else brought this to my attention, so it's not coming from me, but somebody else brought this to my attention before, and they said, "Have you noticed when you pass by an animal, and even like you have regular animals that people pets, where they've been struck by a vehicle, and they dead on the road?" And that person told me, and I can't remember who told me that. They said, "Have you noticed they have no smell now?"
Wow.
You can go right by and you won't smell nothing. And literally the only ones you smell is skunks. But I done passed by animals and they used to be when I was younger, I passed by them and I had to roll the windows up because you had that smell. Go by it now, you won't even have a smell at all.
Why is that?
It's like when you're hunting and you're processing the animal to get your meat. The moment you bust that stomach, that's when a lot of that smell comes out. And it's just like you said, when you get your food, it's supposed to smell like the earth. When you get fish, the fish is supposed to smell like the water it comes from.
Yeah.
Fresh water, seawater.
Yeah.
Same thing with the animals. If there's a herbivore, why does it sound like eggs, smell like eggs?
And see, and I have in the back, Hard G, he actually saying something I actually knew about before. And you actually have to order it. And he's talking about, he's sitting there saying, how to clean your food and using hydrogen peroxide, but a food grade. You had to use food grade and you use that. And I believe I forgot how much parts water that you put in there because I know it can burn your skin. And you put your fruits and vegetables in because it kills off a lot of stuff. But I do know you have to order it. But he probably know the exact, percentages you put in there. But he's serious saying he actually got it in the back because I don't know what's going on with his mic.
You're right, Elder. It's 35% food grade hydrogen peroxide. You can order off of Amazon. You're right.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, my brother. Thank you.
And everybody, please remember back in the day that your parents did clean a lot of things with vinegar.
Yep.
Even the house.
Sure they did.
Shalom, Elder.
Hey, Shalom. Oh yeah, Shalom. Go ahead, my brother.
Shalom, family. This question is for you, Brother Smalls. Is there any concern as to seeding? Like they have a lot of these nurseries around our city. And if we wanted to do our own garden, is there a concern about the seeds that we were to purchase?
Yes, definitely you want to find out the source where you get it from. You don't want anything from China, Korea, and all those other places.
Dang.
You want to try to catch something that you seem like the sis said, that when she opens it up herself, seeing that it is more natural from what you've been seeing and what you can smell, that's what you plant and you reproduce that stuff. But just don't get it from anywhere, because
And
you
you know,
can
I
genetic
got
food
mine from
modifiers.
people. And you know what, Brother Small, you could get them for, if you go to, if you know someone that farms, you can get them from them too. Like we have organic farm. They say it's organic in my neighborhood, where the dirt and everything is supposed to be clean and free. And that's true, because I tell you why, because stuff doesn't last long in that dirt. And so they say that if you get the seeds from that type and just continue with the clean dirt, then you can probably be okay with the seeds, but you can't get them from anywhere. You're right.
So are you saying that it wouldn't be smart just to go to these nurseries and to purchase seed?
You have organic nurseries that you can go to, and you have to do your research and question them and see how they plant stuff. Because I know we have something right up the street every Tuesday, but I ask a lot of questions. And if I'm not there and I get a question in my head, I write it down. So when I do go, then I can ask. And then that way you can make a better decision as to where you're going to be purchasing your seeds.
And what about soil? Is that important?
Soil is very important. You need
Very
to make
important.
sure that you have clean soil.
And that's when all the nutrients and stuff are going to come from, the majority of them.
Can I just make a statement?
Oh, I'm at the end.
Don't buy anything that has Monsanto, made by Monsanto,
Right.
especially seeds. All their seeds are genetically modified.
Dang.
And there are stores throughout the country that sells the right seeds, but you have to research where to get where they are. But there's several places that you can buy seeds, and they guarantee that they haven't been contaminated and crossbred or anything.
Yes, I would even recommend that even some of us start networking. If you can, send some to your brother or sister.
Sure.
That way you'll know they're getting the good stuff, and it can go on from there.
Genetically modified seeds.
Yes.
Elder, they did a study, and they found that corn that was genetically modified, the rats wouldn't even touch.
Are you serious?
Yes. So that's the key. The rats will not touch it.
If they don't eat it,
Yes, and I see everyone talking about it's an activated charcoal. You don't have to purchase that in the store. You can actually, if you have anyone accessible in an open area farm that has an old barrel that they used to barbecue in, some of those, you can cut up some wood and cook it inside that barrel, cover it. And when it's done cooking, you'll have your charcoal activated, natural wood from a land that you know of that could be clean. You can get your soil from there as well. You can clean your water with that activated charcoal. You can provide nutrients for your plants with that activated charcoal after you've used it for a period of time. You can do a lot of things. You can brush your teeth with it in a powder form if you crush it down. A lot of things can be done, but you can make it yourself. All it takes is just a little time.
Wow.
yeah, charcoal is good.
Yeah. Brother Mac, I have you up. Do you have a question or a comment to anyone, to Brother John?
Yeah. Shalom, everyone. Shalom, everyone. Just piggyback a little bit off of the elder, just speaking, Elder Smith. McDonald's and other fast food pulled that Monsanto's. It's a bioengineered potato. They're getting a lot of flack from it from consumers now because it's not real potatoes anyway.
No, it's not.
And those potatoes, if you put McDonald's soil burger in a jar and it put their fries and you let that sit for a month, it really won't digest in that jar. You know how this mold and everything, it'll stay the same almost. So if it sits in your stomach like that and you eat that food every week to week, can you imagine if you just get one tapeworm or one kind of ringworm in that food, how sick people are on this planet?
Yeah, I saw the 6-month study.
Yes, you've seen that.
Boy.
Yes, and also when you come to the hospital and you've ingested something you're not supposed to do, they actually give you activated charcoal.
Are you serious?
To absorb that. Yes. Activated charcoal.
Yeah, charcoal is a new health benefit, Elder.
It's been around, it's been used for over 1,000 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the hospital they have it sealed up, and you can't. It's not easy to get. You need your fingerprint to get it out of the med cart machine.
Yeah, they use charcoal
charcoal.
Yeah, they use charcoal to draw out toxins.
Yes.
You can cleanse yourself. You can clean your water at home with that.
They use maggots to clean out wounds. I've seen it many, many times.
Yes.
They use okay.
I used to do wound dressings on them maggots.
Yeah, this is not my party, so I'm gonna let it. So
okay.
I thought yes.
Shalom, everyone.
One thing, when I took a survival course, and they were telling us if you ever become a POW, do not throw the maggots out of your food to eat it because it had protein.
Dang.
Yes. Maggots.
Yes.
Yeah.
And sadly, they made us eat maggots. That was before I came into the truth.
Man.
Yeah, they used to store them in the pharmacy in the hospital. I'm sure they still do.
Yeah, let me bring up I have either Brother Kyle or Sister Kyle. I'm not sure which one is on there. Then I'm gonna have Elder Pippen.
Sister Kyle, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, we do a lot of gardening here, and I was told that the heirloom tomatoes was the only tomato that, one of them that had the seeds in it and it can grow itself. So, and also we have 2 peach trees in the yard we put in there about 8 years ago, and chestnut trees, and you just got to get it for the deer, and black walnut trees. And I've been doing some canning with meat, and I'm right now trying to, and I use vinegar, a lot of vinegar. And I'm told that celery juice powder is something that is being used instead of the salts with the nitrate in it. And I went on Amazon looking at it, and I wasn't able to order it to my address. So, and it's telling you how you can do it if you dehydrate it. And so it's the same as using some of those salts. It turns to nitrate, so it's better for you. And that's basically about it. But it's just hard really trying to eat. It really is.
Yes, I'm glad you spoke about nitrates because I'm going to talk about that as well with irrigation.
Thank you.
Yeah. Trying to get that thing back charging. Yeah, so, and then I have Elder Pittman. I want to bring up Elder Pittman.
Yeah, shalom. I'm out and I just had to get on and say something. Thank you, sister, because that's what I was going to talk about was the heirlooms, because I grow heirlooms. And the good thing is that you will get the same reproduction just like the mother plant, your seeds will. another thing that's good that even that we can drink to clean our system is diatomaceous earth, but it has to be food grade. And I use it in my house. I bathe my dog with it. I put some on his food as well. Sometimes I make a glass and I drink it. And what it does, all the bad, I'll just say organism or whatever, and even if you got to take one, it will cut it up like a knife, and you can discard it through your waste and everything like that. But I also use it on my garden when I grow my garden and all of that. So it won't harm the good insects, but it all the bad insects and everything, it would destroy them, it dehydrate them, and they dry up and so forth. So you can use that on your carpet in the house. It's not poison or anything. And I vacuum my carpets with it when I used to have carpet and all of that. And because we had a flea infection one day, we used that. But yeah, heirloom is the best seed, but you got to be careful because they're starting to mix heirloom also cross-pollinated too.
Can you move it down? Yeah, go ahead and just leave it that way for right now. Okay, let me see. And then actually I got 1 second. I'm moving, so I gotta close something down. Okay, and then we have Elder Hill. Elder T.
Yeah, shalom, Elder.
Shalom.
Shalom to all my brothers and sisters.
You fine.
I'm gonna say something, it's not to get off of course, but something that happened here in North Carolina, just to put people aware of what actually takes place in this country. There was a deer ran over by a car here in North Carolina. And it was documented that a Asian man of a Chinese restaurant, he went and took the deer carcass that was on the street. He was caught taking it to the store, cutting it up and serving it in the food.
Dang.
So somebody watched him and followed him and watched him do this. And it was brought to people's attention here in North Carolina. So like what somebody said about the Chinese restaurants, my wife and I we don't do it no more because it doesn't even taste the same. It makes us sick. And after we heard that story, you might think you getting broccoli beef and you might be getting deer beef. So just in case.
Yeah. and actually to tell people even more so, it's some of those Asian restaurants where they actually have found, rat pieces and everything else in their food. So you have to watch, where you're going, and one of the biggest things about even those places, they like to use shellfish oils and everything else. So if people are still gonna frequent there, ask them if they're using shellfish oil. Most of them not gonna even talk to you. They'll turn around and walk off. So those things you have to watch, and same as I'm saying, I'm trying to minimize this back because we still have some more in this document. And I'm talking about Brother John, he sent me about 7 documents. We haven't even got through one. We still in the one. And this is what I'm talking about. It's crazy all the way, because I was literally in shock looking at this first document. And he's sitting there like, yeah, man, it's like, hey, I've been telling you about it. Here's the doc. And you can even see this tomato juice. Just look at tomato juice. Average 10 or more fly eggs per 100 grams. So if you drinking tomato juice, it's letting you know what's in there.
And 1 maggot.
Okay. He's saying don't forget the maggot. So they 2 or more maggots. And it says Jesse, don't eat broccoli. His hybrid has been kale and broccoli. Yeah, we got broccoli up there. We have broccoli. It's talking about broccoli, and I heard that before, that broccoli is a hybrid. Many people have said that before, and this is the second time I done heard this, and I'm gonna probably end up looking that up because this the second time I actually heard it. And Brother Jesse here, He's sitting there telling you plain as day. Actually, you want to come up. So let me bring him up.
Just like tilapia is a hybrid too.
Yeah, it's a hybrid. Okay, Brother Jesse, you have a comment or question?
So yes, the broccolini. So I was at a restaurant the other day, and ordered the veggie burger with a side of broccolini. Broccolini is a longer stalk and it's leafier, and it has less of the broccoli flower bud. I'm not sure about broccoli in and of itself, but broccolini, I ended up looking up. But also I went to the restaurant, got a veggie burger, and came out something it had made me want to look underneath of the patty and the tomato and lettuce. And somebody had literally stashed just a little small clump of barbecue pulled pork underneath my veggie burger. So I caught that, sent that back, just ate the broccolini. As I was in the midst of eating it, I decided to look it up. And sure enough, it was a hybrid between broccoli and kale.
Dang. Wow. I'm going to tell you, if you look in the chat, you got Yazi. He literally sitting there, and I'm gonna have to check, because I'm gonna tell you, if it is, that's a shocker within itself. He's saying lemons are hybrid. He said limes are the real thing. He actually got this right there in the chat right now.
That's good to know.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, if that's true, and I don't think he'll post it just to be saying that. Yeah, I think he's posting it based on probably what he knows, but I'm just gonna check it, check the facts and make sure. But he's
talking about the carrots as well.
Yeah, and he got carrots as well. And we actually have somebody backing him up on it.
I've heard it before.
Yeah, we have somebody actually backing him up on it right now. We have a Williams backing him up. I'm gonna check it, but a lot of this makes no sense. It makes no sense, but it's real and it's in front of you. So yeah, and this is you say you use lions. Man, yeah, this is a weird thing. So I want to sit there and try to get through this document, because it actually makes no sense. And then if you like pizza, they got tomato paste pizza and other sauces. It has an average of 30 or more fly eggs per 100 grams.
That's not even including people that's preparing them in the stores you get.
Yeah, they never looked at it that way. And you get 2 or more maggots per 100 grams. This is what your food is. And we have another question. Brother Mac, he actually sending us to a link where we're gonna finish out. I appreciate the link. And
is that why you have to cook it at a certain temperature to kill the maggots?
Won't tell you what, let me ask a question. My wife is asking, she's saying, is why you had to cook it such at a high temperature to kill the maggots?
To kill the endospores that, well, I'm gonna show you on the next couple of documents. You have to cook it at a high temperature to kill the endospores that are covering that the actual organisms hide in. Because you have things that you can kill with bleach.
Mm-hmm.
You're not killing all the other things that can live in extreme temperatures. As far as like extreme cold or extreme heat, those things are still living. And they thrive in low oxygen, oxidation. So they can hide anywhere.
Man.
So you have to cook it to that certain temperature to kill that, but it's still present.
Yeah, actually, do one of you guys know, we have a brother Daniel, he's sitting there, he's saying limes keep you from becoming thirsty. See, I didn't even know this.
Yeah, that's correct. And tea, if you drink too much tea, it has an adverse reaction. In other words, it'll make you dehydrated. But lime keeps the saliva working in your mouth, thus keeping your mouth moist and keeping you hydrated. So yeah, it works very well. That's why a lot of people use lemon in their water and lime in their water.
Yes, and Williams here in the chat is asking about the cheese used on a pizza. I would highly recommend you make your own cheese.
Yeah, we make our own.
The
Cheese in the store
cheese
make you
they
sick.
have in it is it comes from the cow, the milk. Why are we the only thing on this planet that continue to consume milk, especially from another animal after infancy? There's something wrong with that altogether. Well, a lot of that milk and cheese product has the same issues as stuff you say in this document. Fecal matter, hairs, and so on and so forth. Things are not edible. It's sitting in this pool being contaminated and being yeasty. So I wouldn't consume it if I were you.
Man. And what's so crazy, I'm going through this tomato, and if you look at tomato, it starts here. And if you look at how far tomato goes down, all the issues, you got tomatoes puree, tomato paste puree, pizza, tomato sauce, undiluted, tomato ketchup. Average mold count is 6 subsamples, is 55% or more. And I'm talking, and it's still in tomatoes. I'm talking, it's still going down. It got tomato powder, Dre Sprite, tomato products. And see, if we have someone saying they ate grapefruits ate a hybrid cross. And a lot of people talking about Dr. Sabi push mushroom. Guess he didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know because I know a lot of people who know him. I don't know why he was pushing mushrooms, but you know, he has a lot of info. He had a lot of good info, but I don't know what was his purpose on pushing that. And we got to remember, he was probably pushing that and not looking at what was against the Most High rules. So I don't know what his purpose was, but I know he passed. So that's something we cannot find out. But we don't know what the issue is. But that's one thing, you know, we wouldn't, you shouldn't be using no way.
Yes, because we're not, in the Bible does not say anything about consuming mold or fungus.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying I don't know what was his reasoning behind it. Even though I do know his information, he have a lot of information that that I do know that people go to him, and he was pumping a lot of stuff, and a lot of the information was good. But the main thing is the mushroom. I don't know what the reason was behind it, which you can go over to his site and you can probably find a lot of other stuff to where it's a ton of good information, but we just need to be cautious on what other stuff that he might be saying might be good, but we don't know what his reason was. So I just say, just take precautions before you want to mess with the things you know are not clean. And I take precautions on that. And 1 second, we still now wheat. It has wheat insect damage is 32 or more insect damage kernel per 100 grams. I'm talking about this makes no sense. This is making no sense.
Yeah, you can grow this on your own.
And it's rodent filth too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they think about what they're doing. They're doing this in mass production. If you're doing this on your small area in your house or your land there, you can contain a lot of this stuff and prevent it from happening on a larger scale. But they're doing acres at a time, hundreds of acres.
Okay, now we also have another question in the chat, and it's coming from Hard G. I wish he can get that mic to work. I really do, because I'm talking about, then they're also saying for your kidney health, you use lemons, or lemons is true fruit, limes is the high. Wait a minute. Now we need to be able to get them on there, because they saying the lime is the hybrid and the lemons is the real one. See, this is why I say we need to be able to check. I'm getting ready to pour them. I'm gonna see if I can get them up.
That's what I've always heard and read also, Elder.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm asking Hi G. I brought them back up, and I'm hoping they can unmic and I can hear them. So Hard G, if you can unmic. and we can get some facts there and see what's going on. And see, we have one person. See, we have a lot of people saying key limes are real sea mushrooms. Sea mushrooms are sea moss. See, sea mushrooms, we got to watch because sea mushrooms that they use in the that most people say that's coming out of the ocean. A lot of times, the sea mushrooms sometimes are actually living more mechanisms with little creatures. Most times they have them in different ways. And see, I'm trying to get Hard G if they can unmic. And I don't think they can. Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I keep myself in the holder to very strict. The only thing he said that I can eat out the water is a fish with scales and fins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plain and simple, nothing else.
Yeah. So they sitting there, they sticking to it, but Hard G not. I'm trying to get him to come on. I have him up, but I don't. But I'm not sure. I know they had some problem when I first tried to bring him up, so we can kind of get this. And Wikipedia, and the only thing I don't do with Wikipedia, I hold Wikipedia. Really, I don't carry no. Wikipedia carries no weight with me personally. The reason why Wikipedia has a lot of people own personal thoughts and their own thoughts on what they do, and that's why I don't hold Wikipedia. Because Wikipedia is literally just a conglomerate of everybody, basically putting together information and putting it over there. Basically what it's doing. So that's the only reason why I do not hold a Wikipedia. And I'm trying to sit there and see, yeah, because right now that's kind of the argument right now is that one saying lemons are hybrid, one saying limes is hybrid. And I don't know which one is hybrid. So I'm not going to sit there and go through it, but I'm leaving him there to find out if we can get that in there. But let me and actually we came to the end of this document.
That's the end.
Yeah.
So and the other ones won't be so long if you want to make it through those.
Yeah, let me pull up that.
Definitely continue. You got all of them.
Yeah, I'm pulling up that second one. Let me bring this up, and this one's here. And we're gonna do this one here. I don't know why this is okay. So now we have the other document, and this is foodborne illnesses and germs cause a food poisoning. See that?
Yes. So I want to point your attention 250 foodborne diseases. Most of them are infections caused by a variety of bacteria, viruses, and parasites. Toxins and chemicals also can contaminate food and cause foodborne illnesses. So if we can go all the way down to next section after that.
Which one? Do you have food poisoning?
Some common foodborne germs.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Here go the parasites, everything. If you can start down and you see the picture 1 E. coli.
Yep.
This is in all fecal matter. This is what that thing looks like microscopically. To go up.
I want my wife to say, hey, sweetie, you need to come see here. He got a thing of what it is.
This is what it looks like microscopically. You see those scientists looking in on those microscopes? They're looking at these things. This is what they're seeing. And this is what's crawling inside your belly if you consume it, or it's actually in there anyway, in your large bowel.
Yeah.
So I really want to point your attention to the one that says botulism. Botulism.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Oh, click on it?
Yes. Okay. To look at it.
Oh, come on. Oh, wait a minute. It doesn't.
See what it attacks? It attacks the body's nerves.
Yeah, Won't take. Wait a minute. It's not showing me the image of it.
It won't pull it up.
Oh,
So
won't
you can go to the next website, which is the USDA.gov.
Okay, USDA.gov. Okay, one
Yes,
second.
United States Department of Agriculture.
Okay, 1 second. Let me pull this one up. Make it a little bit larger. Okay, and let me bring this back up. We are there.
Yes, going into detail to tell you what is a rod-shaped bacteria. Anaerobic, meaning they live and grow in low oxygen conditions. The bacteria form protective spores when the conditions are for survival are poor. Those endospores are where they actually get their nutrients and their oxygen. This is what's in those canned goods and a lot of other foods. So they try to blame you on it says home canned foods. That sister just told you she's doing this. She's not sick because she's doing it clean. They're contaminating your food. Look at this happening to our infants. The primary causes of botulism in infants: garlic and oil, traditionally prepared salted or fermented fish.
Man.
But they'll tell you these things are not in there. Now, the big question is, what do they use to prevent that? Go down to the next section. How do nitrates and nitrites prevent botulism?
How do illness occur? How do nitrates? Oh, okay, here we go.
Nitrates are used in certain cured meats and poultry products to inhibit the growth of bacterial spores. They authorized this since 1925. Notice the trend now when people start getting really ill and sick, because they start introducing more things to us. We weren't having all these problems back then. It wasn't documented. Look at this. Concern was raised in early 1970s over the risk of nitrates reacting with amines in foods to create a class of carcinogenic compounds called nitrosamines. Consuming this all the time.
I'm talking about, and what most people probably don't know what he did. He showed his botulism somewhere else. This is another document on another website telling you what it is.
And these are all government websites.
Yeah.
So we can go to the Agency of Toxic Substance and Disease Registry.
That's on the same document, or we got to go?
The next document is a CDC document.
Okay.
Let's show you what nitrous product that they're giving you.
And that's the fourth one. That's the fourth
yes.
one.
Yes, 1, 2, 3, fourth one.
Wait a minute, I gotta make that larger. Okay. Okay.
Look at the chemical classification and look at the organ and effects. They're just giving you one. Remember I said nitrosamines?
Yeah.
Ethers, alcohols. Now look at the summary. That's the chemical name. Nitrosodimethylamine.
For even use it for rocket fuel.
That was used for rocket fuel. Do they fly rockets anymore? This is how it got in the air. So let's go to the next document.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
remember that chemical name.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to, y'all need to really, okay, that's the 5th.
There's no way you can cover it all in one day. It's a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm talking about, but he done pieced all this together. Because I'm talking about, we go into different document, he'll show you the name of it, but he's showing you in another document and showing you what it is.
That's precept in the truth.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
good.
Getting to the point. Look at this. This is from September 13, 2019 for immediate release. This is the FDA website. Statement alerting patients and healthcare professionals of NDMA found in samples of ranitidine. That is a medication for what?
Now that's supposed to help your stomach.
Okay, now we're going to go there. Look at this. The USDA has learned that this medication has this, what is it? There's their chemical name again.
There you go, right there.
The nickname, right? At low levels. It's going to cause cancer. What medications is in? It's in high blood pressure medications. Angiostensin 2 receptor blockers, ARBs, since last year. They recalled a lot of them. A lot of them.
A lot of this medicine they put out and they know it's harmful, but they'll recall it if they made about $3 billion off of it.
Yes, they already knew it. Look at what is it? It's a histamine 2 blocker. You have that naturally. What do you need that for? But they didn't give you all of it. Let's go to the next document.
This, let me pull it up.
Close.
Okay, that's, yeah, I got it. Got it. This. One second, I might gotta bring some, wait a minute, I gotta bring, I just want to bring it up close so they can see it, so they can actually see that document. Do you know how many people is on high blood pressure?
Oh yeah, they should have been called in to change their medication if they were going to do so. If you haven't, you better watch it, because I'm going to give you a list of them.
Okay, this is the FDA one we have here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th one.
This is it? The FDA find traces of potential carcinogen?
Yes.
Okay.
So according to the statement in the Food Drug Administration, they only gave you one drug on the other side, right? So here's some other drugs. Protein pump inhibitors like Precept, Parasites, Nexium. More drugs. And you look at the bottom of this page, it's going to tell you that they didn't report it.
This name is popping up like crazy.
It's a known contaminant found in food, water, meats, dairy products, and vegetables.
Yeah, for now, the agency is not calling for the public to toss out heartburn pill.
And last document, I know a lot of people won't go, but I do research for work and for school as well. In that last document, distribution of 7 in nitrosamines in food.
Yeah, this the one you was actually telling. This the one that looked like foreign language to me. This the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what I go through when I break down. You can go down to the introduction.
Okay, one second. I might have to go back up because I was down looking at something else when you had showed me this. So I don't know
Oh
where.
yeah, that's everything the food is, that's in the food. See that?
Yeah.
It's in all these things, cancer causing chemical. We don't supposed to eat it in that anyway. But look at that, powdered, non-fat.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's why you was telling me this earlier.
Yes.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm telling you, he putting all this together because we were just looking through the documents. But now I see why he was doing what he was doing.
That's because these articles and a lot of these websites, you have to pay to be a member to actually go through and look into people's research.
So this ain't, I'm talking, oh man,
It's everywhere.
milk, huh?
I was waiting to see the transglucosamines, that glue they use to seal scraps of meat. And it looks like it would be somewhere along up in there. You know what I'm talking about, Brother Small?
Yeah.
Yes.
They have all these pieces of meat and they put this powder on it, and that stuff causes it'll kill you. It's killing you.
Look at this. Food items containing over 10% fat. Keep buying that ground round and ground chuck.
Okay.
Alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
This is a study.
Wow.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do.
And it'll all go back to why they're using this in the foods when we go back up to the top. You'll see.
Oh, they're going to tell us why they're doing this?
Oh, yeah.
Back at the top?
Yeah, go to introduction. The abstract just give you a synopsis of what's actually going on.
Here we go.
There it is right here.
Okay.
Read here. Nitrosamines have been found in the air, water, food, cosmetics, tobacco, packing material. There have been an issue to date. The nitrates have added to prevent the growth of what? What did we talk about before? Botulism.
Right there.
They cause one problem and they're trying to use another problem to fix the old problem.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to play God.
And bacon sauce. Oh, I'm glad we don't eat that stuff.
Yeah, but with meat that don't through the process shown low any amounts, but it's telling you reported in salted fish, beer, and water.
The only one can save us from this is the Most High. This is too much.
Thank you. That's what he was serious when he. I'll read the verse while y'all going through this.
That'll be good because I know where you're going with that.
Exodus 12:39. And they baked unleavened cakes of dough which they brought forth out of Egypt, for it was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt. You're gonna die. How are you gonna get thrusted out of bondage? For it was not leavened, and could not tarry. Watch this. Neither did they prepare for themselves any victuals.
Liquid food. This is
To feed that spirit.
yeah. This
You may not understand it, but these articles will be up for you to read and go through them slowly.
yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, I see what he was doing now.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was looking at it, I didn't quite understand what but he actually linked
everything together.
The same thing, he's linked this stuff together to where you can see one thing, but he's actually showing you what it means somewhere else.
Well, they're not telling you, he's scattered where they are.
Yeah, and they done scattered it everywhere.
Because it's not in the ingredient section. Because they're going to say, I'm selling you chicken, but they're not going to tell you selling chicken. That's cancerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you see the results, the discussion, they go through all. They're telling you everything that's there. 0.99 for all nitrosamines in all mattresses. Letting you know. NDMA and NDEA were most frequently detected in agricultural food products. They report a high concentration of nitrates in some of the fruits.
Yeah.
And look where it was a small amount located. Tofu, mung bean jelly, acorn jelly, and buckwheat jelly. We don't even eat that. cereals and potatoes, kinds of flours, pickled vegetables, kimchi, fresh vegetables, frozen vegetables. You can't run from it. Stay out of their stores. Get your own stuff.
And it's just less than 1%. I'm talking about, and they just have, and it's in everything. It seems like it's coming through. Rice cake, flour, bread, donuts, pickled vegetables. You name it, it's there.
And all of the pig is there.
Yeah, that's what got me. All him is there.
Now watch this. Be careful where you get your other stuff from.
Yeah,
In oils, table 9.
That's one of my boys there, and I see, yeah, they got him on the list.
Table 9. Oh, flounder.
Yeah, I'm a big boy on tuna, but man.
The tuna didn't look as bad as the other, did it?
No, it didn't look as bad, but he on that, you got point 1.2. See, shellfish, I don't touch. See, all that I don't touch. This, I'm talking about when it gets to this certain thing, I'm talking about it shows pretty good levels of it. Cheese, milk, yogurt, cakes, ice cream. And he was actually Brother Small was just harping on this yesterday.
Yeah, I definitely, if they don't know, a beaver's not a clean animal. I want everybody to look up and actually find out what their artificial flavoring is.
Here you go, table 7. Yeah, pork.
You're not talking about the gland of that beaver, are you?
Yeah, the castor sac, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the pork liver, pork intestines, pork flesh, pork belly.
Okay. Notice it's saying beef intestines, right?
Yeah.
But it's going all over the pig. These are the animals that they let consume anything. They're not out feeding these animals. The grains and things, they're just letting them eat whatever's on the ground. Chickens are eating with the pigs.
Yeah, boy.
Nasty duck, right?
Yeah, I don't, man.
All pork. And if you notice, it said fried and cooked.
Mm-hmm.
This is an article, a scholarly article that they may put in a magazine and tell you about it, but they don't go into detail about reading it. Now look at table 9. It's going to destroy you.
Olive oil, vegetable oil,
See what's going on with the grapeseed oil? That's what I use.
It's present in there.
Yeah, that's what he's showing us.
Basically telling you can't get away from it unless you do it yourself.
How do you get grapeseed oil yourself?
Yeah, you got to press it.
The harvesting season for grapes. This is why they don't want you to get, this is why there are seedless grapes out there.
So I need to learn how to make my own oil now. That's interesting. I do a lot for myself, but that's going to be a real challenge.
They don't want you having seeds for a reason.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why they're making stuff seedless.
Yeah, see, now I'm going to tell you what cracks me up. We got one person that said, this is why we pray over food. We're in the land of captivity. We try to do, but it goes right back to once this information comes to you, once you know, how you go, okay, that's just like we're gonna sit there and we know we don't supposed to eat pork, but let me go on and get that, let me go on and get that bacon. Let me pray over it. and just tell them bless it.
That's everything that I ever seen on here, though. I mean, that looks like it's nothing that can be eaten.
Yeah, margarine, butter.
Why does it have lines going through the butter?
Yeah, okay, you got lines. Yeah, got lines going.
I was hoping it would be better.
I'm talking about
Nice nitrosamine.
it's in everything.
Everything.
And
So you can't
actually-
really get around it.
And if you never study it before, you're actually looking at statistics.
Mhm. So if you know all this now, how do you do better when this is everything?
Yeah,
Get
well,
your
we're going. Yeah, get
You
your
don't-
your own, and there's plenty of brothers and sisters on here
Okay,
who have been doing it for a while. And
that doesn't help us today or tomorrow.
you can say so. Fast and ask the Father for it. It will be delivered.
Yeah, because this is
Conclusion of this study. And that's what I have to present right now. But there's plenty of other things out there that I have. And there's others who have quite a bit as well. But I want to show with actual government and scholarly documents what they're doing to you on a daily basis.
yeah, it is.
These are the people involved in the research.
Yeah, that's why I'm showing it. It's a list of them too.
Pay attention to the last names too, the majority of them.
Oh, Jewish.
Jews.
And Asians.
Hello, Jewish and Asians. Yeah. Man, they got us coming and going.
Yeah.
Look at that. Korean Society of Toxicology. There it is.
And this is where Elder Johnson was speaking about it yesterday. We need our own stores. They have their own stores. They say they're halal and all of that. They have their own markets catering to what they're supposed to eat and not supposed to eat.
And I understand that, but they don't let you do these things. Like they don't give you the businesses that they give them now. They let them get off the ship and then they put them in a class with an attorney to give them step-by-step instructions on getting a grant to be able to open up a business in your
You got the best judge of all.
Yeah.
You got the best judge of all. Asking for it can make it happen.
Because he's given us this knowledge today for a reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the way to come out of her.
Yeah, we have Brother Mac. He has a question or a comment. Brother Mac?
Yes. Brother Smalls.
Yes, sir.
Why you find all this information, Brother Smalls? I cook sweet potato pie and all this stuff. Brother Smalls, I can't even cook the food no more.
Yes, you can.
I appreciate it though. I really do, Brother Smalls.
Yes, thank you. And Elder T did send me a website. I don't know how much time we got, but we can.
Yeah, we're gonna get ready. We're gonna get ready actually to go off. I gotta take care of something with my wife, but I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna have to end up being a part 2 to this because I'm talking about it's hard for me to swallow. It was hard for me to swallow then when you first showed it to me. It's hard for me to swallow now.
The rabbit hole goes deeper than we thought, huh?
Yeah, it just keep going deeper and
deeper and deeper.
Because I didn't know all those links, and I'm just gonna put references.
Yes, and please keep digging.
Yeah,
keep
and I
digging
put
because there's more out there than you know.
Yeah,
it may be in your clothes.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is.
And I put if later on y'all can refresh this site and you'll see you got link references, you'll see it got all the links there. I put all the links there, all the links are right there on the site. So you can go back there and you'll actually be able to see it. But it's really, it is, I'm talking about, you don't expect to see things like this. However, but it's good that Most High has blessed people to give them this knowledge, to actually bring this knowledge to you, to show you exactly what's going on. Because this absolutely makes no sense whatsoever if you're thinking we're walking around and they telling you everything is good. They tell you everything is good, and you seeing with your own eyes otherwise. So my thing is that I appreciate, and I'm talking about, I understand I can grow my own food, but what do we do in the meantime? And that's what we're going to actually end up coming, and we're going to actually and we're going to have another setting on this, and we're going to find out things you can do and alternatives on what you can take to where you can get rid of this. And that's what we're going to do. I didn't think it'd be this much time, but we actually been on for
2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours. So we're actually going to come on again, and we're going to have the same ones back on here. We're going to take care of a lot of stuff. We're going to go through everything, but we're going to also show you preventative measures on here.
Yeah.
We're going to show you, actually, I do have some people who actually know how to prepare things completely different ways and use completely different things. So I'm going to have those people there, and we're going to do those.
Elder.
Yes.
That's a small town in Bowman, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
My mother, she had moved from Jersey and brought me down there in the early 80s. And in that town, water, it was so clean and it was fresh. And I'm telling y'all this, everywhere I would go, my mother and my family that lived in her house, people would say, y'all skin is so clear. Y'all look so good. That town had pure spring water. Only thing they did was just filter it. They didn't add no chemicals to it. I don't know about it now, but I know when we was living there during the 80s and the 90s and some of the 2000s, pure spring water came from the grounds of that town.
Man.
And now spring water is $1 billion industry.
Yeah, and I tell you what everybody need to watch. Bottled water, look at it, they do reverse osmosis on it, on a lot of that water now. And when you get the bottled water, they'll take all the minerals out of it. So they take the pH out of which you need that alkaline in there. They take all that out. And then what they do, some of them, they'll replace it back with man-made minerals and alkaline and everything. They take the natural stuff out and then they put the genetically created that they did back in, saying they know how to do better than God. Technically,
yeah.
So these are things we have to watch, but most people that sit there and they believe, hey, they're right on no matter what we do. And literally, that's why you come into the United States, hospitals is an actual franchise business to keep you. That's what they do. So with that, I appreciate everybody on. We're gonna set up another one to where we can come on there. We're gonna show preventive measures and everything else and other things that we can do to where we can continually move forward. But right now we're gonna end it here. But I appreciate everybody in here. I appreciate everybody came on, did the comments. I appreciate you guys a great deal. Actually, I learned a whole lot, even though it's stuff that's hard to take, but we have to take it. Some things is good to take, some things is bad, but we have to take the good with the bad. So I appreciate each and every person. So until next time, I will say to everyone to where, go back through this, look at it, understand what Sister Smith was saying, understand what Brother John was saying, go back, look at it, look at how he linked all these things together to show you exactly what these names are and how they hide it, and then they putting it in different areas, but he's linked all this together. So I thank him for that. So I appreciate everybody. So until next time, I would say to everybody, shalom.
Shalom, Elder.
Shalom. Thank you everyone for listening.
Shalom, Elder.
Shalom.